Hello everyone, Roberto here from a video review. This time we have Borders, dark chocolate gingers and orange. So basically, essentially ginger biscuits with dark chocolates, but with orange flavouring as well. So you might be wondering why I'm reviewing these separately than the other two, the dark chocolate gingers and the milk chocolate gingers. Well, basically because I reviewed the milk chocolate gingers a long time ago. So I thought I'd essentially, keep them all separate so that just to make a set. And of course these ones are new as well. So why not? So you can see lovely orange orange additions to the box here. So the regular dark chocolate one, it's not too different actually. You can see it's kind of got the sort of spheres already there. But they've kind of just added a bit of orange action there to it to make a so it stand out a bit. So it's not much different actually. So yeah, they usually have orange on there anyway. Presumably to represent the ginger, because ginger is slightly orange, I guess. So yeah, so as you can see, it's a box of 10 biscuits, quite big biscuits. So these are more of the upmarket biscuits, I'd say. They don't cost loads, but you'd find them more in the supermarket where you get sort of your sort of thick, chunky cookie biscuits or whatever. There's like quadruple chocolate ones and all those sort of ones, but they're not too expensive in themselves. But I guess you get less in the pack. But 10. It's not too bad. About £1, £2, something like that. So not too bad. But yeah, so let's see if there's any blurb. It's probably the same as all the rest of it. I mean, it's got John Carrigan's philosophy on the back. We're obsessed with baking biscuits. Everyone at Borders is personally responsible for outstanding quality, whether they're sourcing ingredients, weighing, mixing, baking, or packing. We believe our biscuits should be nothing short of exceptional, and we're proud to make them just that. I think they say that on all of them. It's got chocolate gingers on the side as well, and I think it says, it doesn't say anything new for this dark orange one. It says, we challenge ourselves to create a biscuit range with a depth of texture and intensity of flavour our rivals would find hard to beat. Judged by our awards cabinet, we're doing pretty well, so it's the same as always. But we do have a difference here maybe. Dark chocolate, gingers and orange, it says on the back. The tang of spicy ginger combined with the zestiest orange covered in rich dark chocolate makes these biscuits a taste sensation. Yeah, so it's slightly different, but not much different, and the packaging is not too different either. So they've kind of, well, I don't know what else can you say really. It's got orange in it, but even so, there you go. 95% recycled material. The packaging is apparently. So whether that means this is recyclable, I don't know. But yeah, there is some milk involved in here. So even though it's dark chocolate, it's not suitable for vegans, unfortunately. So it just say milk in bold. So wheat and butter in bold as well, and soya in bold. Yes, it's actually allergy advice, including cereals containing gluten. See ingredients in bold. So yeah, they put the ingredients in bold. So that's quite good actually, isn't it? And we've even done it in Spanish as well. So it's got leche and stuff like that in milk. Mantequilla. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Butter maybe. Yeah. So there we go. Anyway, without further ado, I think we should open them. It comes in like a sort of outer plastic shell, outer plastic wrapper, because the shell, this bit doesn't just comes off. It's not sealed really. There we go. So you can take that off. So it's quite nice packaging. And you do get a lovely. I wouldn't say it's massive, it doesn't waft up to your face, but you do get a sort of, when you go close, there is a very nice gingery smell in there. A bit of orange actually. A bit of orange taste. So you can see here's what they actually look like. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, see it's got the sort of tie tracks on the bottom where it's been on the conveyor belt. But quite a nice ripply effect on top. Let's give it a measure. It's not a perfect circle, I don't believe, judged by the last one I did and from looking at it, but it's about 5.8 centimetres to about 6 centimetres. So it's kind of about around 6 centimetres in diameter. The thickness, I think, need to hold that a bit better. About 0.8 centimetres, 8 millimetres. Let's give it a bit of a snap. Yeah. There you go, lovely. Well, it basically looks the same as the other chocolate gingers, really. It's a very intense sort of dark. I'd say it's quite well baked on the outside, but quite light on the inside. But you can definitely see there's a gingery tinge to it there. It's very like a sort of, what would you say, like a reddy brown. I don't know what you'd say really. Gingery colour. How about that? So there are in the UK ginger nut biscuits, which are very hard biscuits. You almost have to break your teeth biting those. You really, they're very hard biscuits. These are hard biscuits, but they're not that hard. So they're a bit softer than those. So they're just crunchy. really. Right, so let's give it a taste. Well, I would say the you do get a sort of subtle orange taste there. It's very hard to tell that it's a kind of dark chocolate as a result of it, because the dark chocolate's quite subtle anyway. So you get a slight tinge of orange, but I think the fact that it's a ginger biscuit as well, it really does take away to a lot of the taste, because the ginger is a very strong flavour. It's very powerful and quite spicy, you know. And I mean spicy as in hot. And also spicy, and it's a strong flavour. So just to, you only get a real a sort of hint of the orange flavour. It's not very strong orange flavour. I'm not quite sure if there's a point. I mean, it's there. It's very subtle. I mean, you do taste it slightly. But it's another one. I would say it's very hard. It's a very hard mix of flavours. The dark chocolate is kind of lost, I think, with the, especially with the. It's almost lost anyway. When I was reviewing the dark chocolate ones without orange, the dark chocolate taste kind of is very. It's very subtle anyway, and now it's almost gone because it's really just a sort of orange taste now. Biscuit seems a bit softer as well to me than the typical ones. Still got a bit of a crunch to it, but it does seem a bit soft. I don't know if it's just these biscuits or not. Yeah, hard to think of it. The orange is very, very subtle. Very subtle, really. But I think, as with the dark chocolate and milk chocolate, we have to do the old coffee taste. Got to do a bit of dunkage here, because I think, it does actually release the flavours a lot more when dunked in a cup of coffee or a warm drink. Tea or coffee, I'd say. Perhaps even hot chocolate. Let's give it a go. I think it does release more of the chocolate flavour, because it melts the chocolate, and then in your mouth, because it's all a bit more melted, it does become more prominent. So I think that's I think it's always the way forward anyway to dunk these kind of biscuits. But I think in this case definitely so. And well, as with these dark chocolate gingers, the ginger taste gets released a lot more when you've dunked it in the hot drink. I don't know why it is. It just seems to happen. It's a lot stronger a taste. I think it's too subtle, a bit too well. Not too subtle, but I think you get more for your money when you've dunked it, and I do think it's really nice once dunked, I have to say. And I think the dark chocolate is a bit more prominent. I'm not sure if the orange taste is more prominent. Hard to say. It's a very subtle orange taste, to be honest with you. I would almost say it's not really adding much at all to really. I think I would say that. Yeah, I think the orange taste is almost non-existent, really. It's very hard to make out. I don't know. It's very hard one to describe, to be honest with you. It's slightly there, but it doesn't come out more. I think when you eat the biscuit without dunking it, it's more prominent. You get a subtle taste. It's very subtle though, of orange, and the ginger isn't quite as strong. But when you dunk it, you don't really get the orange at all. You get more of the dark chocolate. The dark chocolate doesn't really exist when a biscuit is just eaten without dunking. You don't really taste it at all, to be honest. So it's kind of lost with a slight orange taste, because it's not much dark chocolate on it anyway. It's quite a thin layer of dark chocolate. So you kind of really, when eaten, when eaten just plain like that, you do get a bit of a taste of the orange. but not really any of the dark chocolate. But when dunked, the dark chocolate really comes out because it's melted. I say it has to be a hot drink. It's melted, and the dark chocolate really sort of melts in your mouth. You taste it a lot more, and you also taste more of the ginger. The ginger really comes out more when dunked for whatever reason. So it's a lot stronger a taste. So it's really nice, but the orange just disappears completely. You don't really taste it at all when you've dunked it. And I think it is better tasted dunked. But of course, if you do that, you probably may as well just have the regular dark chocolate gingers without the orange. So I think the orange is probably a wasted inclusion, really. I don't think it really adds anything, and I think the ginger's such a strong taste anyway. I think in order to really get any kind of orange effect here, more than just a very subtle one, you'd probably have to have thicker chocolate or something like that. But it's still really nice though. I just think the orange is perhaps, and it's a very subtle flavour, and I think probably, the ginger's just too strong a flavour, and I don't think it really works for any. It doesn't really give you, it's just not strong enough. It's just too subtle, really. I think I don't know. It needs to be more. It needs to be more prominent to really overpower the gingery taste. And then, would you really want that? I'm not too sure. But difficult one to say. But I say it's a very subtle orange, and only comes out when you have it without dunking it. So I think most people. Well, I would definitely recommend to dunk these biscuits. It really is the way forward. So and then when that happens, you don't get any orange at all. So I think perhaps the orange is either a missed opportunity or just a waste of time, really. So you see the packaging is basically it's very similar, very subtle. It doesn't really it's not very prominent that it's got an orange in it. You can see there it's dark chocolate gingers and orange in small print. And then you've got the sort of orange design here, which is very much sort of what's the word? Disguised in the regular packaging, really. So you would probably not really tell. So if I grab the regular one, you can see there. Let's see if I you can see there. It's very similar. You can tell when looking, but and obviously the writing here is kind of in a bit of a orange colour, I guess, or a shiny colour. But it's not very prominent. I wouldn't say that it's orange or overly prominent compared to the other wrapping. So I don't know, it is a very subtle thing, and they're probably trying to play it down a bit, which is fair enough. But I think it's probably too subtle. I don't know, the option's there. It's a gorgeous biscuit either way. It's just perhaps you might be slightly disappointed with the orange outcome of this one. But it's still a gorgeous biscuit. I just think the orange doesn't really add anything to it, and you can't really taste it in most cases, and especially in the dunked case, which is the most important thing. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me to subscribe, like my videos. Please feel free to get in touch, leave a comment or whatever, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again guys. Take care. Bye.